Hello there, welcome to another episode of the Allotment Dram. This is a series of short videos where we sit and talk about different whiskies and the surroundings of our North London allotment. You join me here on what's been quite showery, sort of wet. I've sort of been dodging the rain a little bit while I've been up here. But yeah, it's really summed up the whole of July. You know, we're in the middle of July now and it's been not particularly warm, very wet, and one or two things are struggling. But I've been up here plodding along, doing the bits and bobs, and also picked a couple of new things that have started to appear in the last week or so. The first crop of blackberries here, you know, very, very nice, a whole pot of those from the bush just behind me here. Absolutely stacked with those, so you know, another week or two and that'll be like shooting fish in a barrel picking those things. But always very exciting when the plum tree starts to arrive as well. So got a whole crate of those and another one sort of in the back, so need to find something to do with plums. So if you've got any ideas, drop me a message in the comments section, because the tree is, you can see this old tree back there, a bit of it dies every year, but it still keeps producing these great plums, and yeah, absolutely tons of them. So if you've got any ideas, let me know. But while that's all very interesting, you know, you didn't really tune in to hear about whether I picked plums or blackberries or the weather in North London. You tuned in to hear about whiskey, of course. And what is the Allotment Dram today, I hear you ask? Well, it's another new whiskey actually, and an exciting one, one that we've enjoyed sort of over the last sort of couple of years, but that's come out in a new form, a new permanent form, and it is the Fettercairn 16 years old. And you might think, oh yeah, I've seen that around before, but this is basically to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Fettercairn. It was founded in 1824. So this year, of course, is the 200th anniversary, and to do that, they've actually refreshed the domestic and the travel retail ranges, and this 16 actually goes in to the domestic range alongside the flagship 12-year-old and a 24-year-old as well. And just in case you're wondering, the travel retail one will have a 14, a 17 and a 25-year-old within its range as well. So the first time this has been a permanent expression, because previously it had been released annually, first one coming in 2020. These were small batches and they kind of sort of pushed the 16 in like different directions. You know, the first one we tried was 2020, yes, and that was made of chocolate malts, which is more usually used in brewing, and it had like some bourbon casks, but then finishing in sherry and port casks. So this is actually 100% ex-bourbon barrels, so right up our street. We love, you know, there's no hiding place with just bourbon barrels. You know, your spirit has to be spot on, and you know, it really can help a spirit shine, you know, if done well. But yeah, so great to see this as a permanent expression. And what else can I tell you? You know, Fettercairn, sort of up there, East Highlands, sort of south of Aberdeen, between the towns of Montrose and Stonehaven, and well, in the village of Fettercairn actually. And yeah, as I say, founded in 1824. Very nice place, very lucky to be invited up there sort of 18 months ago or so and have a look around. But yeah, so as I say, this new permanent 16-year-old is 100% ex-bourbon barrels, and what have we got? 46.4% non-chill filtered, natural colour, etc. So I haven't opened it. I know some of you like to watch me open and just taste sort of off the cuff, you know, because I never have any notes, I never prepare anything, it's all one take, you know, sort of here. So I always like to do this, you know, actually. But oh dear, yeah, some sort of plastic thing here. There we go, talk amongst yourselves. There we are. Lovely bottle actually. I don't know if you can see that. You've got the logo there with the copper Unicorn is the national animal of Scotland, apparently. Didn't know that, but it is. And then you've got the copper, which signifies, actually, copper and the blue signify something very special about Fettercairn, because they're the only distillery, a single malt distillery in Scotland that actually has water running down the outside. They have like a ring around the top of the still, where the neck kind of goes to the line arm, and then the water trickles down the outside, and it helps with like the reflux and helps to create a really fruity spirit. So there's a nice little touch there, just with the copper, and then the blue, which you get the sort of filigree that comes out sometimes when the alcohol reacts with the copper. Yeah, so very nice touches on the packaging there. We really should get on with it, shouldn't we? Just chatting away here for 6 minutes or whatever it is. Okay, lovely vibrant gold. Just pop that down for a second. Always put the lid back on. You only ever knock a bottle of whiskey over once and not put the cork back. But let's have a look. Look at that, lovely bright vibrant colour. Oh gosh, there's lots of tropical fruit. That's a wonderful nose. It's like pineapple, but not like fresh pineapple. It's like a sort of griddled, caramelized pineapple like you would have if you had it on the barbecue. Really good. Lots of vanilla as well. Almost like like a sort of that vanilla custard you get in really good patisserie. Some coconut as well. And some white peach, actually. You know, that very delicate white peach flesh. Makes me want to have a taste, so I think I should. Cheers. That's lovely. Really creamy, soft, luscious. These luscious tropical fruits. There's this caramelized, griddled pineapple. There's some mango. There's some apricot. Almost like apricot jam, compote, something like that. And lots of vanilla. This sort of vanilla, like fresh vanilla pods, but also, yeah, if you had like really good vanilla ice cream, you know, that too. And then some creamed coconut, and I think that creamed coconut kind of helps with this sort of mouthfeel, this lovely sort of creamy mouthfeel. A little bit of that white peach too, just shining through sort of towards the end. But let's have another taste. Gosh. Yeah. These ex-bourbon barrels, as I said earlier, really allow spirit to shine through. And that is so good. There's now some, on top of all that fruitiness and the sort of creamy, sweet elements, you've got some white chocolate, there's some cocoa powder, like a dusting of that just underneath. And then some like cinnamon and clove. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, what a triumph that is. Really, really nice. I'm glad to see, actually, you know, there's one of our favourite styles of whiskey is just pure bourbon cask. And, you know, it's nice to see like different finishes and some experimentation, but you know, lots of brands seem to have got away from this very traditional style of whiskey, and you know, it's good to see. You know, we've tried some great ones recently in this vein. So yeah, really, really good. Just packed with the like the vanilla, the coconut, this fruity, this tropical fruit. So this the peach, the mango, the apricot, the pineapple, and then you've got this sort of dusting of sort of spices. You know, a bit of like bitter cocoa powder, the cinnamon, the clove, a bit of white pepper actually right at the end there. and some drying oak literally right at the end. It's just on the inside of my mouth now. But yeah, lovely. So yeah, it's probably about it, if I'm perfectly honest. I'll get on. The weather seems to be cheering up a little bit, but you never can tell because it's been so on and off. You know, it could be raining in 5 minutes. In fact, looking at clouds coming this way, it could well be. So I'm going to leave you and get on. And from myself and the Fettercairn 16-year-olds, we will bid you farewell. And thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again soon for another allotment dram. Cheers!